Hi, baby.
Is this how we should sit?
Yep, this is very nice.
You know what?
What?
It's a freaking beautiful day. And it's September. It's just gorgeous out.
Yeah.
And I'm very glad I've got this opportunity to tell you guys, because if you're watching this, you're probably at the Spike, and I hope we're on the big screen. I get to tell you about the most incredible human being I've ever met in my life, and I've met a few of them. For those of you who don't know who this is Cyndy, my wife, the love of my life. Let me tell you a little story about her while I've got a chance. I won't take up the whole night, I'm not like that, but it brings me back to a time when I remember the young guys from work coming up to me as a 50-year-old that hadn't gotten married yet and asking me questions and for advice about how to deal with women folk, figuring I was some kind of an expert, which I probably fancied myself to be at one time. And I remember telling him, rule 1, don't mess around with anything that you work with or work anywhere near or will ever have to work with, because that's a really good way to ruin your life and do it in the most embarrassing way possible. And of course work is where I met Cyndy. Yeah, I'm an expert, alright. And I remember the first time I saw her, and I remember saying to myself, look at those lips, the size of tugboat bumpers. Now, yes, a simple and shallow thing it may be, but I thought to myself, I must know what it's like to kiss those lips. And I wound up finding out, and the very first time I kissed them, I remember part of my soul leaving my body. Well, so I'm in the soup now for sure. Anyways, Cyndy met me just in time to see me get real sick. Her timing just was so exquisite. She got to know me well enough to fall in love with me just in time for me to go to the hospital and find out that I had a pretty serious ailment. Now, anybody with half a brain would have split, I would have thought. But hey, I wasn't out of the game yet. I mean, I thought, with her help, I could probably beat this. Who knows? You never know. You know, the game ain't over till the fat lady sings. That is an old saying. Anyways, I got busy living, thanks to her, and you can't imagine how well taken care of I've been over the last 2.5 years. Is that how long it's been since I've been really sick? Yeah, with something that the things that they've got to fix it are pretty evil. Chemotherapy is not something that you guys want to get into if you can avoid it. It'll hurt you. And you can keep taking it until there's nothing left of you. I'm not that kind of guy. So I hung it up while the hanging's still good, and there's I don't know. I just thought I'd get out of the game while you still look like a human being, somewhat. I couldn't have done this on my own. These last 2 years that I've been alive, I couldn't have done anything. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had the glorious, beautiful times, not any of them. The last 2.5 years, 3 years, none of you would have seen me. I would have been pretty much dead. I had somebody looking after me, there to hug me, to touch me, to make meals for me that you can't imagine. I would tell you the caliber of the type of care that I got, but you wouldn't believe it. So there's no point in telling you that this girl has gotten up at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, anytime, and helped me out, driven me to the hospital, to emergency, I don't know, what, 20 times? Has it been?
I don't know.
Well, it's been about that. And I realize that I could never have done what she did. I realized something. There's one thing a hell of a lot worse than having cancer. There's something way worse than this. And that is being in love with somebody that has it. And that's having to take care of somebody that has it. Oh, may God have mercy on you if you ever have to do that. Mind you, I was probably a real baby about everything too, but it is the worst and toughest thing in the world that you could ever possibly go through. And whatever I've been through, just feeling this way is nothing compared to what I have put her through. I have used every little bit of her energy up, took it for myself just to stay alive. I feel like I've stolen it, like anybody else would do, just to remain alive. I got all of my sustenance from her, from one person, who was here with me all the time, while she's holding down a full-time job, a very important full-time job. How do you thank somebody for that? What can you do? I don't have words to describe how much I love Cyndy. I don't have words to describe it, and I'm good with words. But the only reason that I have been here with you guys in the last few years, you're looking at it right there, and as days go by, and when Cyndy gets out of the hospital herself from the nervous breakdown that she's probably going to have, as soon as all's said and done, because she's got a lot of class, and she's not going to crack before the show's over. But when it's over, she'll crack like beautiful, fine crystal that she is. When you see her, you stop by and ask her how she's doing, make sure she's doing okay for me. Because this is the most amazing human being you'll ever meet in your life. She's way out of my league. I don't know what kind of spirits, guardian angels, are out there that would send her to me. And I don't know what kind of guardian angel she has, but they suck. Because what a crummy deal she got out of life, falling in love with a guy that has been the worst nightmare you could ever go through. That's all she's known. She hasn't gotten a chance to have hardly any fun with me at all. And being with her has been the warmest, nicest place I could ever be in. There's nobody else I know that could have done this. My poor mom and dad, my loving family, none of them could have done it. So, thank you so much, honey. Let's just keep floating in our special little bubble that we got until I can't float anymore and you're on your own. And maybe then those guardian angels will give you a break and let you get on with life in a way that you deserve to. Because you sure paid your penance here with me. You have entered sainthood. In everybody's eyes, you are now a saint. And if I have a chance to come and visit you from the netherworld, I will be watching over you. And I will always be wishing you the fondest. I'll make sure nothing bad happens to you. It'll all be good from here on. Thanks for letting me take up your time. You guys have a nice party. Sure wish I was at that one. Thanks.